Hey guys, this is the guide video for Mythic Tarragure, the first fight of Sanctum Domination. This fight's going to be likely about 5 minutes long, give or take. It will have 2 tanks, 4 healers, 14 DPS, and we will lust on pull. This fight shouldn't be too bad. A lot of it's based on the anima power. Before we begin, I want to just explain a couple things, okay? So the anima powers that we absolutely want for this are unstable form, okay? It's the best anima power of the fight. If you get it, if it comes up as an option, you're required to get it. Unstable form makes so that you periodically drop a debuff. On Mythic, the mechanic is that when you soak the circles, the remnant circles, the debuff that you get from them persists for the entire fight. Additionally, on Mythic, there's now 2 remnant circles. At least there was in PTR. This means that there's a lot more debuffs across the raid, and kind of the basic idea of the fight is that you want to spread the debuffs out very widely across players. However, getting unstable form uh, makes it trivializes it, because if you have enough players with it, those debuffs just keep getting taken out of the fight. They don't go anywhere. Okay, we found in testing that you can treat the 3 debuffs pretty differently. The magic debuff, the purple one, Remnant Morgar's Echoes, a stack of that increases how much damage you take from magic by 10%. Really, only ability that affects is the background raid damage called Back Grasp of Death. Players were safely getting uh, 3+ stacks of that, no sweat. You could probably even go further. Okay, the physical damage debuff, the black one, Remnant of Upper Reaches Might, doesn't really matter on raiders. Tanks really can't take that one too much though. Okay, some of our raiders are taking 5+ stacks. That one's not high risk. Okay, the really dangerous one is the fire damage debuff, the red one, Remnant Soulforge Heat. When this is up, it does a nasty. When the circle's up, it does a nasty raid wide tick. So when you see it, you gotta take it out. Okay. Um, Tanks can take up to 3 stacks, but generally don't go above 2 stacks. Okay. Obviously, if you can take 3 and somehow drop it, or 3 and survive it, do so. But definitely does hurt quite a bit. All right. Now, whenever these circles are up, the raid takes more damage from some source. If the black circle's up and it's not soaked yet, the boss does more raid damage, so he like fucking wrecks the tanks. Got to take that out. If the magic circle is up, the purple one, the raid's taking more damage from Grasp of Death, the background raid damage. And if the fire circle's up, we're taking that fire ticking dot on the raid, which is like a double stack with it. Okay, pretty much whenever you soak, whenever you see circle, you want to soak quickly. Okay, real fast. The way this fight works is like this. Okay, um, so real quick. The boss will start his initial phase 1. He will do Hungering Mist. He'll do long phase 1, Hungering Mist, long phase 1, Hungering Mist, then short phase 1. Okay. He does his ability in groups. So 1 group, 2 group, 3 groups. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, in long phase 1. So pretty much it's just like a cluster of abilities. Okay, this is going to be linked in the thread. All right. Um, so here we go. Let's watch it. Okay, we're just staying kind of semi-spread out in the back and his tail, and kind of close. Those yellow beams you see are people buffing each other. Don't worry about that. Okay, so I'm soaking the spear with my turtle. All right. Hungering Mist. So that was the initial phase 1. Hungering Mist. Safety zone. So it spikes there. Those 2 spikes in the ground. Then that next one. The lights are correct in this version, I believe. Yes. Okay, group back up. Get behind. Remnant of Forgotten Torments. Okay, so there's a soak circle up. All right, it got quickly picked up. That's right, it's 2 under there. They're direct inner melee. see, they're hard to see. So now we're waiting for the second cast of abilities here momentarily. There'll be a change with this next one. There's not a change with the first one ever. Okay. Howl, spread. 10 of those go out, just to spell them. Okay, soaks. So two physical soaks. Sorry, physical soak there, magic soak there. There you go. Chains, that guy's immuning. I think tourism might have been in the way. I'm not quite sure. Howl, just dispel them, be semi-spread. No big deal. Chains, so third set of abilities now. Fire circle going down over there has to get picked up. Physical circle right next to it. Hungering Miss. Okay, so that was long phase one, number one. Soak. Go. Number two. So some things you're not seeing is Dispel, so Hunters are just doing it, but there's Anima Power that we want a player to take that can do it as well. But obviously Hunters, Jurors, Dispel if you can. Soak, so two back here. Magic and Fire got pick these up fast. You can kind of see when those up how much damage the Ray's taking down there. It's pretty nasty. Just make like a horseshoe around the Ray. You don't need to stack up in the back. It's really not a big deal. You have to stay in the Action Hollow. Circles, dispel them. Okay, soak here, physical and magic in melee. So the boss often summons one in the front there. Mobile range should try and get that. Okay. Melee should try and take the ones to the sides and under him. So we're all buffing each other. So okay. Third set of abilities here. Here comes the chains. Soak, fire circle. See, it all goes out at the same time. I was able to soak and then turtle that. I was able to do both. Hungering Miss. One. Two. Now coming at us, we're going to have a short phase one and then the final burn. So short phase one, we're going to have another, I believe it was soak here. Yeah. Okay, Dispel Fury. So he casts his ability stack all together there. It's... Okay. We're killing him. Kite him around, Fear of the Ages. Run. Easy Zerg. Run very. Huh, almost got him. Really wasn't much of a big deal. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So to go into some more detail, like we kept calling wipe since we were testing. The fight's not that bad. Again, I just want to point out that he does in the long phase one, which will be the meat of the fight. His abilities in 3 sets. It's Predator's Howl, which is the fear circles. It's the soak circles, Remnant of Forgotten Torments, Fear of the Ages, the dispel that we have to do on him, the enrage, Grasp of Death, which is a background raid tick. Okay, that's magnified by the by soaking the purple circle, but that's just part of the fight. All right. He does that 3 times, and then on the second and third sets, he does a chains with that as well. So really not too bad. Okay, let me know if any questions, but I think this is going to be a pretty straightforward one to do.